Hello, everybody, and welcome to the daily update. I'm Brian with Potato Shot Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Potato Shot PC. But what today's daily update is going to be about Cris Cyborg signing with Bellator. She is no longer part of the UFC roster. I think it's a great thing for the Cyborg brand. I think it's a great thing for the Bellator brand. Why and how the UFC fumbled such a dominant female fighter is baffling to me. The one thing that I would love to see Dana White do is take a page out of the book of Vince McMahon and not criticize your fighters while they are under contract to you or before you signed them under contract. Because before he signed Cris Cyborg to come to UFC, him, Ronda Rousey, and so forth were making rude, crude jokes about her. Now, that's being said, we can have a discussion about if Tony Hinchcliffe and Joe Rogan on an airplane should have to take back what they said. That's a whole nother, discussion. But what we really need to discuss is when the boss, the promoter, is out there making up things and saying things to discredit the fighter. Now, what they should have done is just kept it behind closed doors. The way Dana has talked, he said that Cris Cyborg's management was horrible to deal with in the back. And that's fine. And I think that last video that Cyborg Nation released showed that, yes, they might be horrible when they added words to Dana White's mouth. But when you see the way that he has acted and treated towards Cris Cyborg throughout the years, it makes you go, why are you doing this? But that's a whole nother subject. The subject we should be discussing right now is Cris Cyborg and Bellator at the 145-pound division. I think it was a great signing by Scott Coker, and I think he knows how to market her, and you're going to be able to get the most out of her. I think you've got a really good champion in Julie Budd, who's already called for her and said that she'll gladly welcome Cyborg into the Bellator division, 145-pound division. And I think there's some terrific women out there that can get signed. Back when Gina Carano, I guess when Cris Cyborg was really starting out, there weren't many women out there. But now you're beginning to see more and more women show up and have the ability to have really good fights. All you have to do is look at this past weekend when Jessica Andrade defended her strawweight championship against Wei Ling from China. And boy, you've got a superstar now because Jessica Andrade got starched really quick. I would have liked to see it go a little bit longer, but it's okay. That's why Ronda Rousey, when the women started to change, she was not dominant no more. And if she was to come back tomorrow, she would not be the Ronda Rousey that we all remember. Well, it would be the last two Ronda Rousey matches we saw. But Bellator's got someone really good in Cris Cyborg, and I think Julia Budd's going to be able to give her a run for the money. Now, I would like to also see Scott Coker go out there and sign a couple other people. One person that comes to mind is the recently released Kat Zingano. She got released back in early August. I would love to see her come back and or get signed to Bellator, and that way you would have a Cris Cyborg, Kat Zingano, Julia Budd, as they're building that underneath division. But no, that's about it. Big news, Cris Cyborg's now with Bellator, and I think it's great to see competition in the world of mixed martial arts or professional wrestling, and I guess here very soon, football, So follow us at Potato Shot PC on Twitter. We'll be releasing podcasts weekly. And until next time, later.